Emily scrubs porch steps, fierce, resolute under sun's glare. Nearby, Emma reclines with an air of practiced elegance, her delicate fan a subtle dance against the heavy stillness. Their mother observes, her gaze tender and unwavering, her eyes lingering on Emma with a devotion that speaks volumes. The house stands as a silent witness, its peeling paint a stark reflection of the fractured affections contained within. In the quiet disrepair of the rural household, unspoken favoritism casts a long, sorrowful shadow. In the sunlit kitchen, Emily is absorbed in her task, her determined face reflecting the morning's intensity. Emma dances on the periphery, her movements a delicate ballet around the day's duties. The air is thick with the scent of yeast, mingling with the weight of unspoken tension. Mother's words cut through the domestic tableau. Emma, your hands are too delicate for such work. Emily handles it so well. Emma turns her head slightly, expression unreadable. A rooster crows loudly, shattering the morning calm and causing Emily to lose her grip. Emily watches in dismay as her cross-stitch falls into the well, disappearing into the darkness below. Desperation washes over Emily as she stares into the dark abyss, contemplating the depths. Driven by impulse, Emily makes a daring decision. She will descend into the well. Emily descends into a magical garden, where ethereal light bathes strange, luminous plants. She pauses, disoriented amidst the otherworldly flora. The garden pulses with soft, vibrant light, casting surreal shadows around her. She steadies herself, unharmed but clearly bewildered by her surroundings. A gentle breeze stirs, carrying the scent of unknown blossoms through the air. She takes a tentative step forward, venturing deeper into the enchanted space. In the sun-drenched garden, a small rabbit struggles against the weight of a giant carrot. Emily, with tender care, approaches the struggling creature. With gentle hands, Emily snaps off a manageable piece, offering respite to the weary rabbit. The rabbit nibbles contentedly, finding solace in Emily's kindness. Under the relentless sun, a wilting rose hangs its head, its petals thin and faded. Emily kneels beside the parched flower, her face etched with tenderness. With gentle hands, she carefully gathers water, a promise of life in her cupped palms. Drop by drop, she nourishes the thirsty rose, each droplet a whisper of hope. The rose awakens, its stem straightening with newfound strength, its color deepening with vibrant life. From faded pink to vibrant crimson, the rose drinks in life, a testament to Emily's unwavering care. Emily approaches Holly's home, where the cottage glows softly among the flora, hinting at the warmth inside. The cottage glows, promising comfort and solace. The inviting warmth of the cottage promises solace. Emily pauses before stepping inside. In the warmth of Holly's home, a gentle welcome sets the stage for an unusual arrangement. With a serene smile, Holly extends an invitation, her words weaving a promise of refuge with a peculiar twist. I offer you shelter in exchange for a simple task, covering my bed with feathers each morning. The air thickens with unspoken questions as Emily considers the strange bargain, a haven in exchange for feathers. Bathed in soft morning light, Holly's bedroom transforms into a haven. Emily, with meticulous care, arranges feathers across Holly's bed, crafting a scene of eerie beauty. Each feather is a brushstroke in her grim masterpiece, completely covering every inch of the bed. The room's soft light contrasts starkly with the unsettling task. Bathed in sunlight, the dining room becomes a sanctuary where Emily and Holly share a meal. The aroma of the food fills the air, a comforting blanket woven into the scene. Holly watches Emily, a knowing smile playing on her lips. She appreciates Emily's dedication. Emily sits by the window, bathed in the soft glow of the afternoon sunday. Her gaze drifts into the distance, a wistful expression clouding her features. The sunlight catches the fine hairs on her cheek, highlighting the delicate curve of her face. Motes of dust dance in the air, illuminated by the gentle rays of the Sunday. She remains still, lost in thought, a subtle sadness lingering in her eyes. Holly gently leads Emily, their footsteps echoing softly in anticipation of what lies ahead. Before them, a magnificent golden door shimmers, pulsing with a light that promises warmth and sanctuary. The door radiates a beckoning glow, promising solace and the end of their long journey. Holly's voice is soft with reassurance as she speaks. "It's the way home." Emily's eyes widen, reflecting the golden light as she gazes upon the door, hope flickering in her gaze. The promise of home hangs in the air, shimmering as brightly as the door itself. Emily pauses at the golden door, a threshold between worlds. As she steps through, a radiant shower of gold envelops her. Her simple clothes begin to transform into garments of exquisite beauty. Her fingers brush against the soft texture of a new, luxurious gown. In her hands, her lost cross-stitch materializes as if by magic. Emily clutches the cross-stitch, completing her transformation. Emily, now draped in gold, materializes back at the well. Her mother's eyes widen, fixated on Emily's sudden, radiant transformation. Her sister's face mirrors her mother's astonishment, a silent question hanging in the air. The transformation is complete. A golden figure stands where moments ago stood a simple girl. The well sits quietly as a backdrop to this surreal family tableau. Sunlight floods the cozy household, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Emily, bathed in golden light, sits between her mother and sister, her face radiant with joy. With animated gestures, Emily recounts her recent journey, her eyes sparkling with the memory. Emily's eyes shine as she shares her revelations. "And so, I learned that kindness, coupled with hard work, truly does bring its own rewards." Her mother and sister listen intently, their faces reflecting pride and affection. The bond between them deepens, bathed in the warmth of shared joy and mutual respect. The room is draped in shadows, the dim lamplight intensifying the avarice in the mother's eyes. She presses Emma, her words like velvet ropes, subtly binding her. Emma listens, her expression shifting as the seed of ambition takes root. A slow smirk crawls across Emma's face, promising a future paved with gold. At the well's edge, Emma stands, cross-stitch in hand, a deliberate act about to unfold. With cold resolve, Emma throws the cross-stitch into the dark abyss of the well. Without hesitation, Emma leaps into the well, embracing the darkness below. A stark contrast to a previous accident, Emma disappears into the depths, a chilling decision sealed. Emma arrives in the magical garden, her face betraying a distinct lack of wonder. I scoff, my eyes gleaming with avarice as I assess the garden's shimmering leaves and glowing roots. The garden's strange plants promise only one thing to me: wealth. Emma watches, unimpressed by my materialistic assessment. The glowing roots pulse with untapped potential. In the garden, a rabbit wrestles with a carrot, its tiny paws slipping. Emma observes the rabbit from afar, her face impassive. She deems the rabbit's struggle unworthy of her concern. With a dismissive air, Emma's interest wanes, turning away from the struggling creature. The rabbit continues its battle with the carrot, oblivious to Emma's indifference. Emma strides away, leaving the rabbit to its solitary struggle in the garden. Under the relentless sun, a rose begins to wither, its vibrant petals curling inward. Emma watches the flower's slow demise, a sneer twisting her lips. Her gaze intensifies, reflecting a cold satisfaction in the flower's suffering. She remains still, offering no solace to the fragile bloom as it succumbs to the heat. The rose continues to wilt, a silent testament to neglect and indifference. Holly's radiant smile welcomes Emma into her home, a beacon of warmth and unsuspecting invitation. With a graceful gesture, Holly presents an opportunity masked as a simple task, setting the stage for fortunes yet untold. Emma's subtle nod masks a burning ambition, her eyes gleaming with visions of effortless wealth. Beneath the surface of agreement, Emma envisions an easy path to riches, a silent vow echoing in the sunlit room. Morning light floods Holly's bedroom, where chaos reigns. Emma scatters feathers across the bed, creating a disordered mess. The feathers fall haphazardly, leaving bare patches and dense clumps. A yawn escapes Emma's lips, betraying her growing disinterest. Boredom settles over Emma like a heavy cloak. Holly's face betrays a deep disappointment as she watches Emma. A soft sigh escapes Holly's lips, a fleeting moment of vulnerability. Holly steels herself, resolve hardening her gaze. The air thickens with unspoken emotion, Holly's decision hanging heavy. In a moment of quiet finality, Holly declares, "It's time for me to leave." The weight of Holly's words settles, altering the atmosphere. Emma approaches the golden door, her heart pounding with anticipation, visions of gold dancing in her eyes. She steps eagerly through the entrance, ready to embrace her fortune. Suddenly, a torrent of thick, dark mud erupts from behind the door, shattering her dreams. The cold, wet earth engulfs her completely, a shocking betrayal of her golden expectations. Mud clings to her clothes and hair, the weight of disappointment heavy as she is soaked from head to toe. The cold, wet earth smothers her expectations. Emma emerges from the well, a figure coated in grime. Her mother recoils, an expression of disgust twisting her features. Nearby, Emma's sisters stand in stark contrast, their clothes spotless. Humbled by her experience, Emma finally grasps the true meaning of hard work. Emma joins Emily in their shared efforts. Emma, now with a resolute expression, steps forward to unite with her sister.